It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's really early, and I don't know. I don't think the pigeons are going to be here. I think they're going to be asleep, but they could be. So let's see. They're not down there. I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Let's just perky up there. Look. Seat's not wet. It's really windy and it's pretty cold. Perky's coat, look. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a bit more. Oh, Perky, we're waiting for you. Mr. Red Ring as well. He's hanging around with Perky. He's flirting with Perky. I think Perky's a male. So we only got 2 pigeons here today, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning. What about that? It's really cold actually. I mean, June was a really hot month, and now it's July. It's really cold and it's been windy. It's prevented me from going out to different towns, to be honest with you. I want to sort of visit. I really want to go to London and see the pigeons there one time. Do you know what I mean? But I just got to be patient. Right, I've just got to check for any ants down there. Look, there's an ant down there. I don't want to chuck a big nut on it and kill it, if you see what I mean. So Mr. Red Ring's here. My favourite pigeon. Well, Perky, I love Perky too. I think he's getting famous on pigeon. I'm sorry, on YouTube now. I'm feeding him and filming him. I mean, if I wasn't filming him, you know, nobody would see him. I think I'm the only one that... Well, there is another lady that feeds him, actually. I noticed there are a couple of ants they're treading on. Poor little ants. I wouldn't want to be an ant. But there is another lady that does feed him, and I call her the bird-loving lady. So only 2 pigeons. What about that? So when I first come here, there were like about 30, 40 pigeons here, and they've disappeared one by one slowly. And there's only, oh look, Mr. Wood Pigeon, oh the limping wood pigeon's coming in. Let's get some food down to the limping pigeon. Let's zoom into the limping pigeon. So he looks like he's getting better than he was the other day, so that's good. Look, he's coming crawling over. I should be laughing, but he's coming over slowly. I mean, that's what my brother... I've got a brother called Troy, and he was a postman. And at just about Christmas time, he slipped up on some ice. And then he had to go to the hospital and have some pins in his foot, and it's not really nice, is it? You know, and it's not made his life so enjoyable as it was. You know, you can't dance anymore and things like that. So when you do damage something, look, he's getting some water, look. I mean, I think the council's just come along and watered these plants here that they've only just put there. You know, quite expensive flower pots, but they do look nice. I do like that. So the limping pigeon's coming in. Let's try to get some nuts down to him. He's coming over quick. He's trying to walk as quickly as he can. He's trying to run on one leg. That Perky's sitting there. And we got 3 pigeons here today. The limping pigeon's back, and I do think he looks a bit better than he did the other day. He's actually couldn't walk on it the other day, so I'm really pleased that the wounded wood pigeon's getting better. So that's good. That's good. And he's getting quite close to me. I think he's quite hungry, so I'm going to try to get a bit of food to him. He needs a bit of energy, and he needs the right food as well. I mean, if I didn't come along and feed them this proper food, what would they eat? That's the thing. They eat junk food. So there's a domino over there, just opened. It was a Barclays Bank, And it's really weird because they spent loads and loads of money on the Barclays Bank. Oh look, Mr. Redwing's shaking. See the towel shaking like a leaf. But they spent, honestly, a lot of money on it. I mean, it was Barclays for many years, alright? But anyway, a few years, I think it was about 3 years ago, they spent a hell of a lot of money on Barclays and putting some machines inside and that, and you could even get coins out and that. It was pretty, they spent a lot of money on it anyway, you know, this Barclays Bank. A fortune. And then the year after, like the shutdown, alright, Barclays Bank closed down and they got rid of it all, and they had to get the machine out of the wall there. It was a new machine as well, they only just put it in there, do you know what I mean? But now, then they had to take it out and brick it out. There's a dog, sheepdog, but the pigeons don't like it. Pigeons don't like the dog. Wood pigeon's the brave one. So the dog scared Mr. Redwing off. Easy, Laurie. 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get nearer, really. So I feel I'm pleased that. Oh, look, a seagull trying to get down. Where's that seagull gone? He's interested. So look, here comes the white one. The seagull's coming down too. And the white one, is that Mark? I don't know. They're coming over, I think. I'm not sure where Parky's gone. We got a wood pigeon here. Oh, I can hear. Oh, there's Mr. Redwing coming back down. Look, he jumped on that one. He's dancing around the circles there. There's a lot going on now. It's getting busy here with birds. Mr. Redwing broody. He's bubbling up. Mr. Redwing's bubbling up. And his back's crouched up. Look at that. He's angry. Oh, no, actually, I don't know whether he's angry or happy. Oh, look, the seagull's here too. He's hungry. They don't like nuts. Only wood pigeons and pigeons like nuts. He's eating them though, look. He's trying to eat them. I can't believe it. I've got a seagull. Oh look, Parky's back. Oh, this is getting busy now. So we got, who's that? Is that Andrea? That's Andrea. Yeah, it's Andrea. See, I had Mark down there the other day, and I had the one with yellow ring and the red ring on it. But that is Andrea there, and she's normally quite very shy. I don't see her very often. I haven't seen her for a long, long time. So where's that wood pigeon? The wood pigeon's gone now. At least we saw it today, and it looks better. So I think the wood pigeon on the mend. Let's put it that way. It's getting better. So we've got Andrea the pigeon. Let's get close to Andrea. She's very beautiful, isn't she? Look how white she is. She's got no black marks on her whatsoever. So there are 3 white pigeons, I think, here. And I don't know where the other 2 are gone. So that's amazing. I didn't expect to see Andrea the pigeon today. Get a low view of them. So where's Mr. Redwing gone? Maybe he's full up. I'm surprised, you know, normally he's coming up, isn't he? And oh look, here he is. Oh, Mr. Redwing. Not as hungry as he normally is. When he's hungry, he's jumping on me. He's attacking me. So I don't think Mr. Redwing's very hungry today. He's a little bit hungry. Sometimes I think, like, I can't believe how much pigeons eat, how greedy they actually are. Like, for instance, if I eat nuts, right, like where are they? One of these nuts here. I mean, that's only half of one there, right? But if I put one of them on my mouth, I suppose I can eat it pretty quick, but they can eat them quicker, if you see what I mean. They can eat, I reckon, 30 nuts a minute. I have to count, right? You know, I need to get some more pigeon food, like this. It's running out, and I bought a big bag about about 8 months ago, I suppose, and it's nearly out now, right? So I've got to go all the way down the shop, because I won't go to the pet shop here, because he was a bit rude to me. He said I'm not allowed to feed the pigeons here, so I won't go to his pet shop. I'm going to have to go a bit further, but I don't mind that. I might do some filming on my way, you know. So anyway, I'm going to go buy a big, I think it's 22 kilograms, and it costs £22, but it lasts me a very long time, you know, and it's really got good pigeon food, and it's a top pigeon mix you can buy, it says, you know, and all this. You know, top pigeon owners have made this or something, you know, they know all about it. So it's lovely to see Andrea today and Perky together. Now that's not bat pigeon, because bat pigeon's got darker wings. We have to call that one the Joker. Yeah. So come on, Mr. Redwing, he's thinking about coming up and seeing me then, I think. Don't think Mr. Redwing's very hungry today. He's happy. Mr. Redwing's happy. They're on a wash there, look. Come on, Mr. Redwing, come on. We want you coming up here on the seat. We want entertainment. We want pigeon entertainment. That's what I'm going to call this one, I think. They entertain me. Like I did one yesterday, didn't I? I called it Pigeon Excitement, you know. I say, when people are really pleased to see you, or pigeons are really pleased to see me, yeah, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? If you see what I mean. You know, if pigeons, you know, if someone's really sort of like, they see you and they run up to you. What, man? They run up to you and they get excited, don't they? You know, and that makes you feel good, and that makes you feel excited actually, when I feel. And you know, to be honest with you, when I come and feed the pigeon, it makes me feel excited, because they feel excited with me, you know. They give me excitement, that's what I'm trying to say. Really nice to see Andrea today. And like I said, we do a philosophy channel, and the more subscribers the better. And I'll leave a link. Oh, here's Speckle. I'll leave a link, and if you go to it and have a look at it, you might like it, if you see what I mean. Speckle's hungry. So we've got 5 pigeons here today, but like I say, I'm really pleased that I see Andrea today. I'm sure she's a female. She looks young, don't she? Very young. Maybe she's only a few years old. I'm sure it's a female. So normally you can tell sometimes by just looking at the tail how long it is. Possible it could be a male. So there's Fat Perky. Famous Perky. Beautiful Perky. I mean, I did see a couple on the Isle of Wight that looks just like Perky a little bit. Got white trousers on. Well, I'm going to call that a day now, I think, because I've run out of pigeon nuts and I need to buy some more today. To buy another big bag, keep me going for a long, long time. And like I say, I want to keep going, you know, I'm hoping to go to different places and search for new pigeons. When I do go away, like when I went to the Isle of Wight, these pigeons here apparently miss me, so I've been told. No, it's nice and quiet here at 7 o'clock, and I didn't really expect to see him here this early. So, anyway, we saw Andrea today. Look at that, how beautiful is that? Andrea, the pigeon. Come on, Andrea. Joker. The red rings behind me. So I think they enjoyed seeing me today and I enjoyed seeing them. The Joker's chasing her. Pigeon chase. They're all going there. No, not today. I'm sure she's female, yeah, definitely female. Mr. Red Ring standing there. Look, Speckle is going that way too. Right, I've got to go now, I think. I'd like to stay a bit longer, but that's it for me. He's making me there. Mr. Red Ring. Mr. Red Ring, he knows his name now. Silly. They're all running away from me now. Speckle's bubbling up. He's after the white pigeon now. They're funny, aren't they, pigeons? Oh, look, look. They're gone. That's it. That's it for me. Have a good day. I love all birds.